Alright, we'll get to it. Welcome to Still Plays. This is Grand Arena, second match, second week, season 75. We have officially hit Kyber 1. Now we gotta hold on to it, because it's still a Kyber 2 bracket. If we hold on, we'll have Kyber 1 bracket next week. And the new goal, now that we have nothing else to unlock, is to transform this roster into a roster that can consistently stay within Kyber 1, which it hasn't been to this point, partly because of how I like to build my roster, and CG just has said, I don't get to play that way anymore. I don't get to have more fun with less. It's just have everything now. I've given myself 2.5 hours to complete this, and we have a pretty tough opponent, way harder than last round. Last round's matchup against You Smell Dat, he got completely stymied by my defense. We had a pretty good run. I got held up by his Ray, because that Ray team has just been a nightmare. But you can see Ahsoka, my own Ray, grabbing holds on the back wall. We've got Cadme standing, Jedi Master Mace standing. He lost 4 teams to taking down Lord Vader. And up top, we have another hold from Jabba before he quit. He just probably churned through all of his strong counters by that point. Today's matchup is against CJ Blitz. 14.4, about 14.5 million GP account, so he's got a million GP on me. Healthy amount of Zetas, but not too far off. He does have the Ami advantage, and this is debatably either the first or second best roster in the account in the bracket. He does have the most Amis in the bracket. I am third in the bracket in Amis. 316 fully relict roster. His relic tiers is at 2082. That puts him solidly at second. The first place account then would be 2355 if we're going by relics. These tiers, he's got a whole bunch of tier 7s, tier 8s, whole bunch of tier 9s, and 8 tier 10s. That's number 1 in the bracket by top relics. Versus the other guy, he's got 4. He's got some healthy stuff. He also has a full relic roster. That's why I'm saying it's kind of debatable with which one you really consider the top account here. 1135 mods, which is looking pretty excellent. Very strong modding, datacrons, highly engaged in. We're looking at the specific characters. I've actually got a number of advantages on these characters. Not complete, we kind of go back and forth, but I've got a number of good ones. Triple Melgus, we got triple Starkiller, triple Afra. We're seeing like everybody's got pretty much everything. We're not really who's without. Does anybody, we got a double Luthen. Yeah, he's got almost everything. This is gonna be a tough one, very tough one. For the quality of the modding, we're looking for somebody in the range of Bane. Yeah, this guy's a spender. He's gonna just have some good stuff. Bane is below the mark by a pretty sizable amount, but he was the one on screen that... Okay, so there's Bane at 294. That puts him at 83 characters. Death Trooper, Judge Death here is his final character at 300 speed at 301, Merrick's at 299. So this is good, but based on actually the number of mods that he has, I was expecting something a little scarier because I'm in like 70, so it's not as much of an advantage over my account as I was afraid was going to happen. Now, we do have, he's probably actively playing right now because we don't have much time left. Okay, Jabba 4 attempts. Jabba's easy to clean up. Like, it's not surprising that Jabba gets a hold because with the support cron, he's kind of become a pain. I'm actually planning on 2-shotting his Jabba. All right, he has not attacked that lower area. Okay. Yeah, because based on what he has on defense, which we'll take a look at in 2 seconds, the way that I think I have to play it, I'm going to need to use JMK elsewhere, so I'm going to have to 2-shot this thing, unless this Boba Cron causes some problems. But we got a Bastila lead JML, Gas, Jabba, Ray with Barriss, Cadme, and it's the Relic 9 Cadme, which means I can't use my Saw Luthen counter. That kind of stops working around Relic 7. Just too bad, because I love using it. Then we got Stranger, Maz, Lord Vader, Pirate Hondo, and Ahsoka. And not a Huyang version. But we're going to start up at top at Stranger. I have yet to face a version of Stranger with Malicos or Maul. which has made things a little bit easier. So far, everyone I've faced has Star Killer, so this one should be way easier than the other ones. And what we discovered last week in a moment of desperation was we have a very cheap counter to this. Well, maybe not very cheap. We have an appropriate counter to this, which is Maz. Crushes it. We've done it. This will be the third time we've done it, and this one's going to be easier. Now, the question I have, though, is do I want to play it differently? Because what I have done the other two times, because I've been scared of it, is I've intentionally lost Hondo. And I think because this one's going to be easier, we are not going to do that. Because what I've done is I've thrown the capture onto Stranger, and then I've taken Stranger out. And I don't think I need to do it this time. So we'll see if we can full banners it. Okay, so let's see here. Because normally I'd be going after Stranger right now. Alright, let's do it now. Can we? There we go. Awesome. Over. Maz just... what I would like to know, if you guys have done it, is does this counter work up against Maul being present or Malicos being present with Star Killer? Because so far, this is the best counter I've found. Up against the versions without. Alright. What was my plan with Maz? Balin? I think we can do that right now. And let's grab a tank cron. So tomorrow is the big game, and I just want to say I don't care. I don't care anymore. I only have space in my heart for the Lions. Sure. Let's not overthink it. Alright. So we hit that at AoE. He's got AoE. I got Captive on Balin. I can target Maz, so we're gonna do that. We get rid of the blind on the assist. You know what I needed to do here that I'm just realizing? I should have checked that Balin works up against all versions of this. Which I did not do. Because sometimes, like, I probably faced an easier version without Hondo or with some makeup where I was like, okay, Balin will work as a counter. I am tempted to kick right now. I'm going to go with a kick. I'm going to lose. Okay. Alright, well, we can win it, but we might lose Balin. See if we can take out Hondo. Okay. I'm gonna just keep calling assists because I want some health steal to get some recovery onto Balin. Even though we'd get more damage from Merrick. Okay. The stun will help us target him because he was starting to get evasive. I would prefer to take out Hondo first. Otherwise, we trigger his Ami. And he'll start doing more damage. But now that Maz is gone, I think we're pretty safe. Alright, auto. And I just took Balin up to Relic 8. I think had he still been at Relic 7, we probably would have lost it. Maybe not lost it, but we definitely would have lost Balin. Okay. So that's 2 down. Lord Vader, my plan was Leia. We're just gonna stick to the plan, even though I have less concerns that anything's gonna pop up on the lower area. Meaning that maybe I should be attacking the upper area. That way I can know if things get derailed. But I think with this opponent, I'm just sticking to the plan. I don't really think I have an alternate route, or at least I don't have that much flexibility on the route that I choose. Okay, stealth over onto Leia, or the force taunt, I guess, rather. Alright, I want to get this ambush triggered onto Apo. Don't take a turn. Okay, we got close, almost took his turn. Okay, we got, it's call to action, right? It's called call to action. Keen stratagem, call to action, okay. I'm gonna throw the other stun on the other trooper. We didn't get it. I'm a little worried that I might lose this. Alright, can we get... I'm not getting it on the other Nightfall Trooper. I'm almost dead. Alright, Apo's down. That tank cron just saved me. Not enough. Alright, well, we can submit it anyway, and we can clean it up with other stuff. We at least took down Apo, but that's just terrible for me that my Leia didn't work. We're still going according to this. Let's kill an attacker cron, looks good. After we do Ahsoka, we'll check in on what he's doing, see if he's still playing or if he's surrendered. Target, retribution, stun. Interested. Yeah, let's do this. I want the assist. Okay, basic. Okay. Alright, that's one Silvo, two Silvos. Let's definitely drop it. Now Maul can go for the pummel. See, Maul makes this so different that's why I don't think my Maz counter would work up against Stranger. So I'm curious. So far, like, we haven't had to worry about it too much. Alright, we are doing... What is my plan here? SLKR? Do I need to reconsider? I don't think I have a choice. Or I mean, I could do Bane. No, we're following the plan. Okay. Okay, stun on exile. Let's swap back over and stun Syndulla. A motorcycle just went by that was listening to music that wasn't awful. That's kind of a surprise. Okay. Byhawks. Okay. Just keep on working. Like, we don't have anything to worry about this battle. It's just more really about what this battle implies about the other battles. Alright, we're at what, 360? Alright, there's a shock, there's a buff immunity. Okay, 225. Should have another ultimate. Awesome. We're at 450. 530. We're good. Okay. Yeah, let's check in right now. He's one banner ahead of me. Jabba is right there. He's probably given... He's got 2 hours. Like, he's got plenty of time. The thing that I'm concerned about is with Apo here, and with this attacker Kron, will any of the cheaper counters work? Especially when I have to two-shot Jabba. We're gonna get to work up top. Because the problem is Bo-Katan, she's spoken for. Like, Bo-Katan would win that at this stage. But Bo-Katan is my Basilisk counter. Do I need to revisit that? Maybe I'll hold back. The problem is, like, I can't do C, or C would have a lot of risk for me because Watt is on defense. So it's not guaranteed to beat it. Could still do a lot of damage. And if I have C, that means I can use Bo-Katan to clean up. So maybe we risk a two-shot. I think, though, what we need to start doing is these battles. We're doing the 77% shot of Bane Vader. As long as we take out Barriss, we'll be okay. but I'm actually quite worried about this opponent. He's just way stronger than the last one. Alright, we'll increase... We triggered damage immunity, though. That's a good start. We can, we can start throwing ability blocks around. Okay. I want to try another ability block on Ray. Don't you die on me. I'm terrified. I'll throw an ability block on Swallow. Can I increase? I already have an ability block over there, so we'll do the Merciless Massacre or the Force Crush over there. We still haven't triggered anything onto Ray. Don't you dare die on me. Okay, there's one. I need you to live long enough to take out Barris. Alright, can we get an ability block? Yeah. Oh, don't you dare. I'm risking an ability block, even though maybe I should put it on Barris, because I was afraid Barris was at an equalize. Okay. We're gonna die now. Oh, we survived it. Okay. Ability block. We still haven't triggered damage immunity. Oh, there it goes. I did that because I felt like waiting on... What if I gave up now? Okay, not dead yet. This makes everything easier. Please, please do it. All right, way easier. Because I was planning on that being a two-shot, which meant JML was dedicated towards that. Now that JML isn't dedicated towards that, JML can clean up Lord Vader. Which means I don't need to worry about Bo-Katan anymore. Bo-Katan can just do this and we can have a one-shot again. Not mercenary Mandos. This thing's moving around because of all the new tags. Alright. Actually, I'm glad I double-checked this. Bo-Katan doesn't beat this. So we can't use Bo-Katan here. But you know what does? Hopefully we play it right, and there aren't things I need to be aware of, is we can do Great Mother. The versions I'm seeing have Night Trooper and Morgan. Not a lot of data on it, though. But it makes sense to me why it would work. So we're gonna do it. Would I rather support Crump? Nope. Okay. So we Doomer, the protection up mechanic has been negated. Okay. Bassel will be down in a moment. Perfect. Let's tear out Watt real quick. Okay, and now this I would assume can auto. Alright, what do we want to cover? I really want to talk about Night of the Seven Kingdoms, but it really feels like nobody's watching it. I even asked it on the Discord, not a reply to me wondering if people are watching it. You guys should be watching it. It's an excellent show. It's been fantastic. Like, there's a YouTube channel that covers Game of Thrones stuff very well, Alt-Shift-X, and I have watched every one of his videos. I've watched all the Dunk and Egg videos that he's put out. They're great. They're long. They're perfect in the background. And I've listened to those Dunk and Egg ones multiple times. But it was like during COVID, so I've completely forgot them. I'm an old person now. I have no memory. And so I'm able to watch this. I know some of the like big sweeping moves of the story. Like I know like some of the major beats, but all the details, I don't remember a thing. And yeah, I've been loving it. Just really well written. It's light. I kind of don't like that it's 30 minutes because it's so short and doesn't feel like enough, but at the same time it's done well enough. It's so dense with things happening, it feels like it's a lot longer, and especially compared to like the Fallout mess that I had just watched, where nothing happens in an hour. It's just refreshing. You know, a movie that really exemplifies this, a movie that I adore, is Willow, which seems like, I think it had a little moment because when Disney completely failed at putting out the TV show version, but I was kind of surprised by the number of people who hadn't heard of Willow at that point. Willow is excellent, and one of the things I love about it is it's like just over an hour and a half. It's just over like 90 minutes, like maybe 100 minutes or something. It's not very long, but a ton happens in it. Like the number of set pieces in that short of a movie we don't see anymore. Like there's, I'm not going to go through it. It's because hopefully we'll be through this in a moment. Excellent stuff. We got a bunch of runners. Come on, destroy that health pool. We got a minute and a half left. This is an excellent team. I love Great Mother. What a fantastic addition. Yeah, we're a few days away from those marquees being added, so next Grand Arena season we'll be able to play around with some new toys. Or is it next week? Will we have them next for the final week of this Grand Arena? Or they'll probably go active like just after lock-in, right? It's probably not. Alright, we got 9 armor sheds. We have a depleting health pool. The protection up mechanic is largely negated. We got a healing immunity, but now it's gone. 10 armor shreds. This had a 100% win rate on 2 attempts, but we have 30 seconds left. And it's now feeling like a timeout. We are going up against a Relic 10 version though, and I don't feel like this health pool is actually depleting. Not a huge deal though, this is an easy cleanup at this point. Yeah. right? Do I need a... Was there an opportunity to Doom Watt before the damage, before the Tinkron went on? I wonder if that's what I was supposed to do. I'm gonna have to go check the footage again, see if that was what I needed to do. All right, that leaves Bo-Katan for cleanup here. Although, nah, let's do it. Let's do it. I was thinking like maybe we could do some other things. Not mercenaries. What I was thinking of is maybe Fennec would have a chance, and we could do even cheaper and keep Bo-Katan. But I don't think we're going to mess with that right now. Okay. Let's just take out CX2. I should put the armor shred on. I wanted to put the armor shred on Vader, but maybe it would have helped ensure that CX2 went down. I'll just have to do it later. Not the assist I wanted. Alright, fine. We're good. Yellow. Damage immunity. Don't you dare! Oh my god! Oh my god! We need to really up some relic levels, because that there's relic delta. That's just his relic 10 negating my relic 7, because it was like it was nothing. All right, come on. Nothing major here. We got ways. The Mace Windu at the bottom here is probably the biggest concern. What have we been doing with Tarkin? Oh, we could Treya Tarkin. Because some of the other counters we've already used. We already did. What's left up top? It's gas, right? Gas? Jabba. Okay, Cadme. Alright, let's get to work on this. One of the things I really want to do is take my Mace higher. I don't know if I want to use him for this, because I'm worried about these Relic 9 characters, but the Mace version is actually the best choice. I might do it anyway. We're just gonna do GK. There's also an Ahsoka version, but I think with how things are, okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a charging up. We'll put the damage immunity on now. I'm tempted to put it on GK, But I'm worried an AoE might hurt Cat. Plus GK's got a turn coming up. Really? I'm doing it. Because I can't click on anybody else, but this... Alright, not who I would have targeted under normal circumstances, but the fact that that vulnerability was left open, yeah, we'll take it. Because taking out Pow, they've lost the big damage dealer, ignoring protection that was going to really be a bigger risk at messing things up. Okay, ultimate. There's Cadme. It's over. Okay. I don't have C last two. I'm trying to think through cleaning up JML right now, because C would be the obvious one, but then C was also my plan for gas. And I have to two-shot Boba Fett. I do have JML, well JML not for Jabba obviously, but since I have JML, I do have options, because some of that stuff went better than I thought it was. Just gotta figure out where I want to use some of these things. Okay. JML I might want to use up against Darth Revan. Alright. This is not going to work, and I know it's not going to work. We're doing it anyway. I just want you guys to know that I know it's not going to work. But we got a two-shot, and this can two-shot. We learned that during week 1. Alright, ability block, didn't get it. Thermals. Okay, Dengar will chuck more thermals. Five is not enough, so we're going to go with the basic. Oh, I'm so tempted to do it now, because you have no protection up. You know what? I'm going to do it. Awesome. We're going to do it now for the healing immunity. Oh, you know what? That was dumb, because Jabba probably is going to get rid of it. Maybe it's fine. Alright, ability blocks. 7. It's pretty good. We just got to get a whole bunch of thermals now. We're forced to trigger them. I didn't want to, and you can see why, but it did get through the protection up. I should have saved that. Let's healing immunity. Alright, yellow. Alright. More thermals. We gotta hit him, but that might be enough. Not quite. Can you get an ability block on Jabba? Perfect. Yes. We'll save that. God. I wanted I would have loved an execute. Alright, I'm going to put a healing immunity on Chrysanthemum because I would love to be able to take out Chrysanthemum before we time out. Okay. Maybe I should auto. It's in play. I don't need to, but I'm really hoping we can get there. Right there. Come on, let me do it. We're right there. It's there. Yes. Okay. I wonder if I can beat this now. Because normally I've been cleaning up, I've brought in Ahsoka to do both Jabba and Chrysanthemum. So I don't think I've actually been in a position where I've been trying to go up against the clock with just Boba Fett up against Jabba. I think at this point I might be able to do it. Which just means more counters for the back wall. I'm gonna need a healing immunity to land though. Okay, come on. We gotta make more progress than that during a healing immunity. Alright. I feel like I need to manage this because I don't think they're doing great. Oh my god, we're right there. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, I didn't think that was gonna work. I was gonna bring in Ahsoka as a cleanup and that would have been fine. We got stuff for these. I'm gonna come back. This has gone... Today has gone so much better than I thought it was gonna go. Just infinitely better. I might have to do a GL up against Darth Revan. Okay, so I think that means we're doing Melgus up against Mace. Who's still at Relic 7. I'm going to push him to Relic 8 pretty soon. Let's grab some tank crons. I need more coffee. Alright. So we got captive over on Bastila, not a big deal. We got a foresight there, so we're gonna... Oh, fine. We need to use an ability that will clear the foresight. There we go. There goes Bastila. Now we can do Dark Deception. Come on, man. You can't be dodging it after we get rid of it. We've learned this lesson enough where we just stay focused on Temple Guard. Alright. Almost. Come on. What is that thing called? Critical avoidance up. Okay. What a waste. Can I just... I knew I needed to use Dark Deception because this... Oh, come on. I should have just used Dark Deception. I just don't want to wait. Fine, we're just... No! Come on, man. This is why I've both been trying to avoid using Dark Deception and why I went for it. Because that last little bit, these guys just don't do enough damage on their other abilities. And now we have to wait through all the cooldowns again. Oh my god, are you serious? I wonder, had I used Dark Deception the first time, we would have been able to get to Deepa sooner. Would this have gone differently? Okay. Relic 9's on everybody. Okay. And that actually puts me in a kind of annoying situation with Kellerin. We're gonna do... I think I gotta use Trey here. I just don't like it. What we're really gonna see on this back wall is Relic Delta. This is gonna be a big Relic Delta performance. We didn't have a dark side one for these, but the support, the level 6 support is desirable enough. Who do I want to isolate? Well, I'm going to isolate Kellerin. Alright, let's increase. There we go. I guess this one is going pretty well for me. But the back wall in general, we're going to see Relic Delta in effect. I feel like my audio levels are off. What am I doing up here? Oh, you know what? I just kind of made a mistake. Because Trey was my Tarkin counter. Gas can do it. We'll do Gas then. I think what I need to do is I need to take Serjunda off of defense. Because what I am finding is a number of counters. I would have a lot more flexibility with them on offense, and I actually don't need them on defense, and they're not doing anything, so... should probably do it. We're just gonna do this. That fast, huh? I hope this gas counter did not require the Rex 5's version, because we just got wrecked. Just awful. Alright, we'll do AoE first. Clear the foresight. Come on. Nope, we're just... Nope, nope, nope. I'm just hoping we can take out Ah! Yeah, okay. Forfeit, yeah. You know what? Oh, you know, yeah, I should have done this. What I needed to do, what you're seeing now, is the fact that I did not prepare for his back wall, because through his history, no one has reached his back wall. So this is me not being prepared for this. And not, what I should do is just take the time to make a plan. And I didn't. Because then I would have checked and be like, oh, you know what? I could use this counter. This counter that exists and would work fine. Alright, goodbye. Fear him up. We're gonna basic, keep the fear on until we get a death mark. Keep it on. Keeping it on. Alright, go away, taunt. Alright, now we will do these other abilities. Awesome. Boom, boom, we're good. And we're done. And you know, this only has like an 80 something win rate, and I think that's because people are probably not managing the fear or taking advantage of the fear. Had you allowed Tarkin to go, maybe some of those AoEs come out and rip out Darth Revan. We've got options for this. All right, I can do Afra, but I'm tempted to use Afra up against that JML cleanup. Probably use Saw. So let's think about this. If I use Saw here, I'm gonna have to use like JML or C up against Darth Revan, which leaves Kellerin. What's my cleanup up against Kellerin? I wonder if these bounty hunters could do anything. I'm low on high quality teams. I guess, what do I, because it's Relic 10 though, and it's a tank cron. Because there's counters like I could do like Jedi Knight Revan, but I just, with that tank cron and doing it twice, I feel like my best shot are the droids. So we're going to use the droids. I'm out of support. I'm out of... I should have saved some of that. You know what? We got droid crowns. I'm taking this potency. I'm taking this potency. The crit damage was appealing, but the potency is going to translate into damage anyway. Well, let's get this going. Okay, torture. I need to tweak the speeds. I think these turns aren't exactly how I want them. No, this is probably not going to look like much until the potency really ramps up. But we should be able to... I need this ability block off so I can land some armor shreds. I'm really looking forward to IG90. Not that it would help in 3v3, I doubt it'd break up these guys. Okay, here is an armor shred. We're only at 266 on the mastery, which is not much. Alright, we're at 306. We're through the protection. I'm going to save that in case we lose somebody. I think I might get that Ami for the 2-turn torture for 3v3. It would help. It's not great, but at this point I've got the option to get some luxuries. Okay, second armor shred. You know, okay. That's why we saved it, to bring him back. That didn't last long. All right, we're at 500. Awesome. There we go. That's why I wanted to use Afra there. I was confident she was going to do it. At this stage... How am I beating gas, though? Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to use C or JML. We can use C. Whatever. I mean, this match is a win regardless. I'm really thinking, man. No. Yeah, we got 5s. We got gas. Oh, your protection's gone, so that breaks the link, which is annoying. Yeah, so I should have linked the other ones. I think this is the first time I've ever done this. Okay, let's link you and Rex this time. Goodbye, friend. What? What is going on? I'm so annoyed right now. I'm very annoyed. Was that Rexcron nonsense or something else? Whatever. So this is what I'm gonna use, a weaker version of JML. This might even be more, because we're negating the Zelbarcron, but I also don't want to go too weak. Maybe I should go weaker. But I did say I was gonna do Saw Luthen here. Did I mess up the record a second ago? I'm gonna have to do an edit. We're gonna do Saw Luthen. God, it feels like a little much. Saw Luthen, Chirrut. Nobody's a tank. Let's just use light side Kron. Okay. I do want more health up. That's the whole engine here. Okay, damage immunity. And that right there is why I've been saving this ability. Did I heal him too? I want to do the damage. Okay. I think the attack's the right call. Keep boosting the damage on Chirrut. And we are good. I feel like... I mean, this team's not exactly like disrespected, but I don't feel like it's appreciated appropriately. All right, now we got some questions. We got a cleanup. You know what I think we can do here? I think I can. Oh, I don't have all the remnants because I used one. We can't do that. Because remnants have a chance to just beat gas straight up. Well, this is why we kept Jedi. Alright. Or... I want to try Gungans here. They might just blow them up though. It's just, I really want to avoid using the Jedi right now because gas can be a pain. What if I just go after Mace then? No. I'm gonna be indecisive. I'm feeling indecisive. Can you just give me a death mark? Okay, that protection disruption is just destroying me. Okay. Good to know. So this is not going to work. We are going to focus over on Mace. We're making much more progress over on him. I still need some health from like a death mark though. Yeah, I'm getting no help. Jeez. No. Alright, I'm submitting that anyway. It's feeling like I have to use Jedi. Man, I don't have a ton. Let's go up for gas first, because is there a way I can take down gas? Oh, I could probably use Padme, right? Because Padme was a counter back in those days. If we do Anakin and Ahsoka, light side Kron, two buffs, stacking, I like it. This should be fine. Then we can just throw Jedi. hold on to that. Perfect. Alright, and then we can just throw all our good Jedi at this problem back here with Mace. Yeah, let's go with you, you, and you. Yes, I like it. We got dispels, we can manage those buffs. We got a cleanse. Jeez. Don't like how that's happened. Alright, stun. We're going for Mace. Because at least this way we don't, there's no leader. We can, doesn't matter how sloppy we are. All right. What are we looking at? Okay. So we have Home 1, Negotiator, Scythe. Not even Scythe, because... Okay. We're going to do our gamble first with the Malevolence. Because we've seen versions like this before, and I always like to go with the Malevolence gamble. Because we're probably... Because it allows me to do Profundity up against Negotiator, which would be my preference, than like a Negotiator mirror. And we don't lose much if this doesn't work. Or we might get enough progress where I can clean it up with something weaker. What a rough opening. Okay, we'll clear Foresights. Are we even going to get to our reinforcement? It doesn't feel like it. He's crushing me on the... You can just see the relic levels. Yeah, no. His relics are too good for that to be a thing. So we got to do it that way. Shouldn't even tried. Okay. This makes it about over. Alright, let's auto. So let's think through this. Because this is going to be a pain. Because I don't like doing the Empire up against the Negotiator, because it doesn't win it. It doesn't win great, and once it fails, I'm kind of completely stuck. But I also don't like doing a mirror with the Negotiator. wonder if what if I do an endurance? I need to investigate this. This is like the combo that my fleet defense performs. Like what I have left over for offense performs the weakest at. I hate this combo. Like it's actively easier if this is Profundity or the Negotiator. Because then, or not the Profundity. This is actively easier if this is Negotiator or Leviathan, because I have the Endurance, then could just knock out one of those and I don't have to worry about it. Then I'm using Profundity here and I can use anything up against the Empire. That's easier than the Negotiator. Like I've tried to do the Chimera counter. It has like a almost 90% win rate. But I don't feel like it is. Like when I use, I've lost, I don't know, if I've used it 5 times, I've lost 3. You know, like I don't think it's a 90% win rate. I'm going to do this endurance thing. It's not in the result. There's not a lot of attempts, but you know what? I'd rather gamble on this doing something than gamble on like a Negotiator mirror. But we're going in blind. No plan. No studying. Let's just see if we can muddle through live. Alright. I'm going to throw a target lock over here. And does this cleanse? No. Now I'm going to do the Valor straight up right away. Okay, goodbye Rex. Ooh, Rex survives a turn. Okay. I'm bringing out Sergeant. I want a tank. Alright, that'll dispel. Do I want to do this? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get all those buffs. Don't die. I'm very tempted, but I'm gonna try and keep my tank alive. Not in love with this. Can we take you out? Awesome. Don't die on me. No, 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 no. Alright, heal. Heal, heal, heal. Turn. I'm healing. Okay, goodbye tank. Valor. Goodbye fives. Where's my ultimate? Here we go. I'm gonna go out. Oops. That was a ruler. Alright, Ahsoka down. Rex. Okay. Let's bring out Anakin. I'll do a basic. Alright, down. We'll go Valor, but I don't want to lose Annie. That's probably it for Anakin. Okay, we survived it. Let's try and keep him alive. Alright, Ahsoka for the Dispel. Let's get a nice hit in there. Awesome. I should want the target lock. Great. Now we have this. Oh, well. What do we want to do? Man, I don't know. We're gonna do Executrix. Where you are, there we go. That's what I want, ish. I think we can muddle through this. Not great. Okay. I like it. Yeah, let's pull turn meter. We'll stay focused over here. Feed turn meter. That's not great. I don't like it. I should have saved that because they all have buff immunity. Can you just take out a TIE fighter? Bringing out the defender. Get a stun on him. I want the turn meter. Okay, there goes the bomber. Awesome. And those dodges are why we were ignoring the TIE fighter. We'll target though with Vader since we can't miss. We're gonna do it. Chimera though might inflict some. Okay, good, perfect. Did it in one. Here we go. I mean, you can see what his defense did. 1901. He stripped a ton of banners, but it is a successful win. My defense did some very respectable work. Although I don't think he tried all that hard. Once he got tripped up by Jabba, he just kind of stopped. And he had counters. Like, Ahsoka can beat that. I don't, maybe he tried Ahsoka and his failed, but Ahsoka can definitely beat that. He had, oh no, he used his Boba Fett crown with his Jabba. Oh, you know what? That's probably why my Boba Fett worked. It wasn't a support cron. I should have brought that up earlier. He didn't have a support cron, so that's why my Boba Fett beat his Jabba. Yep. Well, for those of you who made it this far, you have reached my realization of why my Boba Fett worked this time. And now for a weekend of making videos, because we got new Datacron set, we got stuff, we got new era characters, and I want to do something to comment on this. We need to start making real videos again, because I would like to grow the channel. You know, I would. It would be in my interest. Anyway, thank you for watching. Videos in the corner. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.